So, I'm wearing pink with my pink, you know, clothes on, power puff. You know what I'm saying? When I have my clothes on or whatever, I'm going to honestly, you know what I'm saying, give my hair some poofs and stuff like that. Y'all, these dogs. Lucas liked to do this. I told him to stop doing it before I went live, but we in the building. And one thing about me is that I always keep my place clean and my ass clean. And sometimes I might do it repeatedly at the same time, all the time or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? But sometimes I realize that I don't have to clean up, you know, at the same time. And especially when I work and when I don't work, it's different times because you change. Hey, my love, you change, you know what I'm saying? Different types of things and stuff like that. So you got to change your dynamic of, what you're doing and stuff like that. I honestly was supposed to come on here at 6 o'clock, but I had to get my place together before I come on. Y'all know. So one thing and two things for sure about me is that I'm gonna keep my body clean and I'm gonna keep my place clean and I'm gonna make sure there's food on the table. So I got chicken breast and my onion in the crock pot. Hey, my love. Excuse me. I've been a little bit under the weather for these last couple of days. I'm finna start back coming back live regularly on YouTube. I am getting tired of Bigo. I am getting tired of, Instagram. So it's just time for me to go back to what I've been seduced and used to or whatever and stuff like that. Hey, Alex, my love. Thank you. I appreciate it because I was horrible. My body, my chest started hurting really bad when you start coughing so much. And then, my throat was itchy, but then dry, when I'm sleeping. So I can't sleep at night. It just was, I've been having a flux. Then I'm using so much tissue. So I got a big roll of tissue right next to me just in case. So if I got to kind of sneeze and, them sneezes like 3, 4, 5 times in a row, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me. I'm getting over it. I'm taking showers. I'm honestly doing my routine. I'm getting over it. I've been drinking a lot of orange juice and stuff like that. I had some Halls. It broke it down. I had some of those other things Lucas bought me. Yes, I miss being over here as well. So you know what I'm saying. Even though the internet is the internet. So we're gonna have a lot of haters, a lot of trolls, a lot of people that's honestly love me but claim they dislike me. I hate the sugar coated people that say they don't like me in public, but in behind closed doors they love me so much. They praise my names. They think about me all day. They worry about when I'm going live and when I'm not going live. You know what I'm saying? So I am truly blessed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say cheers to the motherfucking podcast. I got some liquor or whatever and stuff like that. I didn't get no cash apps, but that's all right. I don't have to worry about that. And let me tell y'all something. Being an entertainer, a blogger, whatever you want to be, you have to honestly not worry about what people say and what people think about you. And you have to definitely, you know what I'm saying, don't worry about the numbers and views and all this extra kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I only beg one time. I don't beg 1,000 times. I'm not the begging type. And I always say, you know what I'm saying, because I've been brought up to it. If you honestly not striving to make yourself better, then why you expect for people to help you out? I would not want to help somebody out that keep on repeating the same type of thing. That would, make me drained and make me stressed and make me feel a certain type of way, my loves. I believe that this is, this liquor will knock out this cold. I was in the hood and I heard people say that throughout the hood. Just drink some liquor and it'll be, you know what I'm saying, and you'll knock that cold out. So I'm hoping that is the case. But like I said, I'm gonna start coming on here frequently, like I used to do at nighttime and evening time, and just sit and talk with y'all. I don't understand why these platforms, social media in general, honestly, try to block people or stop people from going live and all this extra from drinking and smoking and talking out the way that y'all, I mean, that we talk, because we honestly all over 21, I assume. You know, we know some of these young people, they be, you know what I'm saying, on live, and they be, you know, under the age, or, you know what I'm saying, no chaperone or nothing like that. So, no, I can't say that. Thank you, my love. Who is 67? One thing that I do know is that I live a blessed life. No matter what people say, no matter what's going on, I always have favor in God. So I always put Him first in everything I do, good or bad. And I honestly know that it's a way out of no way. And I know that it's going to be a better day. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow. Uh, so, you know, I feel that, you know, most of these people that go live, they have to plead themselves. I do see a lot of people being discouraged and unmotivated, and they got to find something else to do. I didn't seen a lot of people come in and out of, you know what I'm saying, you know, the live streams, on the internet. And you know, a lot of people can't take the internet. A lot of people don't have that standout personality. A lot of people don't have that, you know, charisma to keep on going. You know, I've been watching a lot of, you know, Detroit, because I'm from Detroit, and you know, I have to reintroduce myself all the time, and that's okay. But you know, to reintroduce myself, to let you know that I'm from Motown, the Motor City, Great Lakes, you know, where they, you know, have a lot of talent. And you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's not a lot of people that come from Detroit that make it in the industry or social media, period. Because I know a lot of people that say, oh, don't put me on camera, I don't want to be on camera, I don't want nothing to do with social media. It's a lot of people that say that, you know, here in Detroit. That's why it's not a lot of people that go live in Detroit. Certain people watch, you know, the live streams, but it's not like a lot of people, because I be around a lot of people all the time, and most people only watch Twitch or TikTok, because those is the two bigger platforms for people to go and watch if they want to watch something on social media. Most of the time, most people old school, they don't got time to be on on social media all day every day, like most of these people that be on social media. Some of these people be on social media because they are, you know, older, and this technology wasn't out when they was, you know what I'm saying, out and all that extra. So it is what it is. Um, but my thing is that I plan to get monetized on here. I'm almost working on being monetized on here. Thank y'all for the thumbs up, my loves. And you know, I took my time this time, because I know that it's a lot of haters that honestly likes to try to take a page and blase split and all of that extra. So I can, you know, I can start over. You know, it's not nothing to me. But sometimes, you know, when you honestly keep on starting over and starting over, you get sick and tired of starting over. So, you know, when you have your mind focused on where you want to be in life, and what your goals is in life, and what and you can see yourself in 10 to 15 years in life, you know, you strive for it. I used to come on live every day, all day, just practically about, you know what I'm saying? So my credentials is proving, you know, through the internet, period. You know, by me honestly making videos, me going viral, me honestly, you know what I'm saying, being in news, you know, papers and news stories and all of this extra just to get notoriety. Not just to get notoriety, because when I do, I don't honestly, do it for, oh, is somebody going to watch me majority of the time. I do it because I got something to say, and I got, because I'm very vocal about who I am and what I believe in. They play with people because people get and feel threatened by other people. People honestly get threatened because they feel like, you get more attention, you got more, materialistic things than them. You have people that's jealous, but they claim that they'll never be jealous. You even got people in the family that is jealous, that you horizon better than them, you doing better than them, when they honestly prey on your downfall. So you just have to beat the odds and honestly know who you are, so you won't have to honestly waver and honestly, be what they want you to be. Because I was somebody that I was trying to please everybody. So, and I'm still working on that as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a people pleaser. So, you know what I'm saying? So I try to honestly be hardened so I won't have to be, like that, because people expect for you to be X, Y, and Z, but that's not even who you are. You know, this is good. I make sure before I put it, before I drink it, I put it up in there in the freezer. Some people, you know what I'm saying, like the mess, the drama, and all of that extra. I try not to bring too much mess and drama into my atmosphere, my, home, my bubble. Excuse me. And I really don't got time to deal with all of that energy. You know what I'm saying? That negative energy. I feel like when I do talk about certain people, I feel like the reason why I talk about them is because they put themselves out here for everybody to have their opinion. My opinion doesn't mean that it is what it is. It's just that that's my perspective on who that person is. You know, um, I, I am a person that uplift people, but at the same time, the people that honestly play with me, they got me fucked up. That's simple. They honestly sit up here and they are people that honestly is manipulative. These people honestly is in a demonic spirit that they have, thinking that they are this and this and that and this. And to be truthful, they are a piece of shit, to be honest. And sometimes sometimes I feel like I have to prove myself, because honestly these people act like they are that, and that they him, that's that, and all this extra. I'm that girl, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And to be great, I always looked at other great people in the history of the United States, or in America, period. And certain things you take from, bits and pieces from people. I'm a humble person. I'm very God fearing. I am a person that honestly, believe in certain things, far as, what I'm saying, giving back and helping people. Now, when I honestly start getting something, you have people that honestly was in the hood, that, what I'm saying, that they honestly repeated the same cycle, but they never got out of the situation. So when they see a golden person like moi, they expect for me to honestly help them, and give them, like I owe them something. So, and they don't know how hard it's been. They don't know the rough times. They don't know what the sacrifice. They don't know nothing about nothing that I have honestly strived to be where I'm at, or where I'm going. Because they don't care about that. All they see is, oh, you got this, you got that, and all this extra. Hey, my love. And thank y'all for the thumbs up. They want to honestly make it seem like, let me tell y'all something. I honestly, you know what I'm saying, I have did this so long that, you know what I'm saying, I haven't had, I remember, like I said before, and I said again, I have had nobody in here. I haven't had nothing, no thumbs up, no cash apps, no nothing. I just honestly believed in myself to, you know what I'm saying, to keep on going, even though I wanted to give up, even though I wanted to stop because I felt like people wasn't watching me. I felt like, oh, I'm alone and all of this extra. You know what I'm saying? You have your times that you're gonna feel alone. You're gonna feel neglect. You're going to feel like, you know what I'm saying, nothing's, you know what I'm saying, happening for you, but you're going to honestly realize that, the sight that, you know what I'm saying, you see now is not even what it is. Hey, my love. And I, you know what I'm saying, I had to come to grips with that. So I hear a lot of people's stories and stuff, and them saying that, how tough it is. But you have to honestly go through things to be able to have a testimony. You have to be able to go through things so you can be able to identify with other people, so you can be able to, be a role model, a leader, a boss, a star. As I always claim, I am everywhere I go. And people look at me like, huh? But it is what it is. That's what I say I am. Because I'm not saying I'm lesser than that. You know what I'm saying? Now, fame and clout and celebrity, that's all good. But I want longevity. I want residual. I want, you know what I'm saying, something that I can pass down. Hey, my love, you know, I want to be wealthy. I don't want to just be rich. I want to be wealthy. I want to be wealthy. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it takes a minute for people to notice your talent. So you have to honestly keep on showing it and proving that, you know what I'm saying, you worthy to be who you say you are. Persevere through all of this. Y'all, I have honestly, you know what I'm saying, lived the lowest lows and stuff like that, but I'm still optimistic on what, is to come. Like my lights is about to be turned out. My Wi-Fi is about to be turned out. My phone bill is gonna be turned out. But do you think I, you know what I'm saying, worry about those things? I am a person that overachieve and strive for greatness. I'm not honestly gonna come on here and say, oh, I need, y'all to do this and all this. All I ask from my audience is to get me some liquor so we can have a good time on the app. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I could do the rest. I honestly am a grown adult, so I can be able to go out here and work. I'm an able-bodied person. I can be able to go out here and work. I am going to need help from time to time to get me off my feet onto the next job. And I can see if I didn't honestly help myself, and I honestly repeated the same thing and tell y'all to send in and kept on honestly saying, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? What is going on? You know what I'm saying? Because eventually these people that sits on these platforms that keep begging and asking all the time, they're never going to make it out of the cycle because they keep on codepending on social media instead of honestly going out here and trying to make shit crack and happen. Shout out to the new people that's in the room. Shout out to the new people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where these people come from, but they come. So shout out to the new people. I am the Queen Star Diva, Miss Lynn. And you know what I'm saying? I am LGB, as they call it, since I'm starting to identify with it. But I haven't got no sex change. And, sometimes, let me tell y'all, I have to honestly, for my old people that's been around me, I have to keep saying who I am. Excuse me, for everybody to know who I am. Um, you know, I'm internationally well versed and known. So, a lot of people is here for the first time. A lot of people is here rocking with me all the time, you know. And so I just have that personality of, what I'm saying, of being a genuine person that, what I'm saying, vibe with you all. My personality is welcoming, is loving, it's caring, it's nurturing. It's an auntie mother feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna be 39 at the end of June, so I'm definitely happy. You know what I'm saying for that. I've been with Lucas for almost 17 years. When these young people want to get married so quickly. These young people want to get married and honestly hurry up and grow up and don't know nothing about life. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to honestly hear it from somebody else. They think they know it all, which I did at one time. You know what I'm saying? But life honestly helped you, and people in your life honestly help you get to that type of maturity level. You know what I'm saying? Throughout the breakups, you know what I'm saying? Back to the makeups, the breakups, all that extra. You know what I'm saying? And to being around somebody, it's not just always, hunky dory and all that extra. Because I know I said some things about Lucas that can incriminate me or whatever if something happened to him. You know what I'm trying to say? So I honestly have to watch what I say on live and social media. But I'm being myself. I want y'all to know who I am. Yeah, I get a little buzz and stuff, and I get in my emotions and feelings and stuff like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I really think that, and I'm switching gears, but I'm gonna get back to the point that I want to make. So, I heard about 21 getting her ass whooped again and get beat on. I didn't know so many people get beat on at, what I'm saying, this time in 2026. So many women get beat on, but it's so many women that's, what I'm saying, make it seem like they don't get beat on or slapped up or choked up or roughed up or, what I'm saying, or just assaulted. And it's so many women that get assaulted by these men, and I don't like it. Drosky needs his ass whooped by a whole bunch of guys. He needs to, if he don't want to go to jail, he needs to go to prison. Cause if fucking with me, he would have been in prison by now. I would have put him in prison. Because if I didn't put him in prison, I would have killed him. I'm sorry, but that is how the verdict is. And I would have went to prison for the rest of my days. Because I'm not letting nobody beat on me and hit on me and mistreat me and dog me mentally, verbally, emotionally, physically. You got me all the way messed up. I heard through the grapevine they doing crack. That's not good when you're doing drugs and substance and stuff like this and all that extra, and you make it seem like that's content. That's not content. That's pure abuse. That is the epitome of a woman scorn. I promise the guys. I'm not. I don't. When you young, you learn that violence is not to be condoned at all. You go tell somebody. You go seek help. You honestly, you know what I'm saying, get yourself together. That is pure hate for a person to honestly just dog you. That is just insane to me. I just couldn't fathom coming on the app every day with a black eye or my eye shut, or you know what I'm saying, and knowing what took place the other night. I just couldn't do it. Now, these people will call the cops on me and Lucas if we just argue. If it's not the neighbors around us, because once upon a time it used to be, the neighbors wouldn't get in your business. You know what I'm saying? And whatever y'all got going on, that's what y'all got going on. But now you have the neighbors in your business. You have not just the neighbors in your business. If the neighbors don't call on us, we have the social media calling on us. I can yell at Lucas. I can scream at him. I call him all this extra kind of blase split. The cops have came out every time I done yelled and cursed at them. But they don't do that to 21 and Drosky. 21 going to end up in a ditch or in a bathtub like Whitney Houston, because that man is going to kill her. I'm sorry I had to say that. He's going to kill her, and they think it's all okay and it's games and it's fun and it's super exciting. Oh, we're going to watch it. We're going to honestly say how dumb she is and how stupid she is, even though she already getting that abuse from him. You know, I mean, I don't know. Where's the women code, you know, of trying to help the next woman? You know what I'm saying? Cause you know, where's the women at that honestly is going to stand up to this ninja? Because ain't no freaking doggone way I'm going to be around a man that honestly can't beat another man's tail and beat my tail every night, and then want to honestly have sex and make it up and buy gifts and all this extra and all that extra. And no man is, y'all think Lucas using me? I would never let a man use me, honey. Not like that. Now, if I had the money that she had and Lucas was honestly getting antsy with me, I would leave. I would pack a bag and I would leave. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't stay around. The only reason why I stay around when Lucas get antsy is because I don't got the money to leave. I'm not Tina Turner. I ain't about to just give my ring to the motherfucking the motherfucking hotel room, a man or whatever. I'd rather stay my black ass here until the time is right. You understand? I told Lucas, once I make a lot of money on social media, or period, he better watch his motherfucking words. He better watch his words. You know what I'm saying? Lucas have cried to me 3 times, begging and pleading, you know, for my sympathy. Trust me. So, you know, I couldn't have been that bad of a person if I got him crying over me 3 or 4 times. Because men cry for you. They beg you. How much you want to bet that man that cried over her? He didn't honestly weep and sob and all this extra. You can't tell me that you sorry and apologetic if you keep on doing it every other time. And I said this month, I said, what they're going to do after this month? This man just shot at her and everything. You know, he done shot at her and everything. Ain't that something? Don't want to go back to her mama house. You know, it's just a weird thing. I just was like, you know, I'm praying for her, because you know what I'm saying, she's gonna be on our shirts or in the obituary in a minute, because this is serious. He's gonna lose his mind one day, and it ain't no taking that back. Maybe she don't want to be here on earth no more. So many people lost their lives over domestic violence and stuff, and she's sitting up here playing okey doke with this man like that. That's not a joke. That's not a game. To be sitting up here in front of thousands and hundreds of people every night, going through all of this weird stuff. That's sad. And she claims she's an entertainer. That's not entertainment. That is weird. That is sick. You know, that ain't no entertainment to me, honey child. Because ain't no way in Jesus' name I'm going to let a man just beat me up all day, every day, and all this extra kind of stuff. And honestly, you know what I'm saying? It's entertainment for me to get gifts and beans, and I need people to watch me and stuff. That goes to your head, all that clout. That's clout. But that ain't for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like Tony Terrell. She got beat by, you know, all of these men. You know, by both of these men. I'm gonna say, what's his name? The Temptation guy and the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she died over, you know, a headache. His name is David Ruffin. And what is the other guy name? I forgot the other guy name. James Brown. It's how you've been brought up. Cause ain't no way in Jesus' name I'm going to be honest and sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, being, you know what I'm saying, That ain't it ain't that much love in the world for you to honestly. Mm-mm. See, he needs a lot of guys to go over there and tear him apart. He needs his butt whooped. But he come on the app and act like nothing ain't never happened. That's what's bottling to me. And these women still give him money and gifts and all this extra kind of stuff. You could tell how many women like they ass to be beat as well. I had to make it plain just like that. Cause ain't no way I'm about to sit up here and support a abuser. And I'm watching it every other day or every night. And you honestly think that he's supposed to be, oh my God, you got to be fucking crazy. He would get no motherfucker, he wouldn't get a dime. These men don't want to go out here and work. Oh, it burns me up. He don't, these men wants to sit on live all day long. They don't even want to go get a job and they able bodied. They able bodied and they don't want to get a job and these women sit up here and flock to these guys so much. And they honestly sit up here and compete with each other and yell at each other and scream at each other. But these guys honestly sit up here and is abusive. That's a shame. That's a shame. And like I said earlier, you can't talk about Lucas because at least Lucas always had a job. It's just that these people keep on trying to play with us. Lucas always had a job. They keep playing with us. They want me to be the breadwinner, which most women are. That's who run the world. You know, they wonder why girls run the world. These men honestly acting like bitches now. Motherfuckers don't even look like one, ain't sounding like one, can't look and never be one. They get jealous when you call them a man, you know. You see that dread shit is out the door. I don't like to follow the trend. No offense to dreads and locks and shit like this. And this is why I don't do that. Because it's only fashion for a moment. Fashion is only for a moment. You know what I'm saying? It's a glitch of light for a moment, and then that moment, I mean, then after that moment deceased, everybody going back to their natural real hair or this and this and that and this. You know, they want more money out you. They want all this extra. That's why I don't do all that extra. That's why I don't wear no makeup. That's why I don't wear no lashes. That's why I don't wear all of that extra. That's why I don't got the tramp stamp on the back. That's why I don't honestly, you know what I'm saying, have my pants sagging and all this. Now they got their pants sagging up below they motherfucking, you know, genitalia. You know, I mean, I guess that's supposed to be the new slang. Getting tattoos all over your body. You know, it's just weird. And all of that is only for a moment. To be popular, to have some type of credibility, to feel like you somebody. They want you to honestly be like the rest of, you know, society. That's why I stand out. That's why I'm popular in my own way. I don't, you know, all the people that honestly is majority of popular, they honestly was a person that's been, you know, isolated, or a person that honestly nobody didn't want, you know what I'm saying, to be who they are. That's why they go after the people that is not like the rest of these people. These people, you know what I'm saying, like they did that to a lot of people that wasn't so popular, you know. They don't like scientists. They don't like people that honestly doing stuff and creating stuff and making up stuff and all this extra. They want people to be as, dumb as they call it so they can honestly laugh at them. They're not trying to build these people up. They want these people to crash the fuck out. Thank you, my love. I appreciate it. You know, um, it's just sad how people are. If y'all would have ever thought that Lucas would have ever put his hands on me the way that, or period, y'all wouldn't see Lucas no more. You wouldn't see him no more. I'm not that type of person. Thank y'all for the thumbs up. I'm not about to put up with all of that extra. I don't like to be harassed and assaulted and abused and neglected and all that extra. Mm-mm. So I'm happy to say that my mama got rid of that old guy that's in the picture or whatever. That other guy, she told me she got rid of him and she went back to her ex fling or whatever and stuff like that. And I'm happy for her to get back with her ex fling because he was better to her than this man that was with her, because I honestly was not feeling him. You don't yell at me. I don't know you. I didn't see so many men come and go. You don't got the right to talk to me, especially I never even met you only but twice, and you had the nerves to yell at me. So I stopped going over there because of him, honestly. And if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, y'all go to Starling and 313 and y'all will see, if you scroll all through it, you'll see him in the picture. Um, it depends. It depends. You should know when how much you honestly willing to take yourself. You know, um, it's okay to go back. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to reconcile. It's okay to honestly go through counseling and therapy. It's okay to honestly, follow your heart. It's okay to honestly, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if it's not, physically abuse, um, it's okay to go back. But once it begins to be violent and it's a repeating cycle and it's repeating current, that means that you have to go. Like, I love myself more than I love anything else besides Jesus. So, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we get caught up in these relationships and we honestly get comfortable and we get nervous and we honestly, by the verbal, Lucas do this sometimes to me too. Nobody wouldn't want you and you ain't good enough and all this extra kind of stuff. That abuse mentally would take a toll of you. Oh, well, maybe I'm not good enough for somebody else. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, nobody else want me or whatever. Or maybe I'm not pretty enough or I'm not attractive enough and all this extra. You know what I'm saying? That's because they want you to be stuck in that repeating cycle. They want to trap you to make it seem like you ain't worthy and you ain't good enough for nobody. But I was good enough for your motherfucking ass. I was good enough for you. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like when me and Jeremy broke up or whatever, I was devastated. I was, refusely incontrollable of my emotions. I was honestly feeling like, you know what I'm saying, something was wrong with me. I felt like, but you know what? I had to give him up. I had to give him up because that's what he wanted. So when I gave him up, I said, well, you know what? I'm going to give myself some time to deflect on my own self so I can honestly get my self-worth back. Because I know I am better than this. I know I am, a bad bitch. I know I am a great companion to have. You know what I'm saying? So, he's losing out on a queen that he honestly didn't have no idea of. Now look at him. He's standing in a motel room I said motel room. You know what I'm saying? With a dirty motherfucking room that ain't nothing. Got two jobs. He have glaucoma in the eyes. All this stuff then happened to him because he honestly wanted to go out here and step out. So, and look at me. I live 10 times better than him. You know what I'm saying? When he wants to beg to me. And I told Lucas, I said, if Lucas was going to stay in jail, I was going to use Jeremy. And I was going to honestly use him for his money so he can honestly keep my shit going on. And sometimes, you know, as a person, I ain't going to say a woman, I'm going to say as a person, you don't know the left and right. You just going to have to just keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? Everything going to come together. You just got to keep moving. And let me tell you, when Lucas went to jail, I had to keep moving. I had to keep moving. I wanted to give up several times. But every day I got up, I had to keep on striving to move. Thanks for the help from the people. I had to honestly, move on. And when he was gone for 45 days, I started to honestly love the lifestyle that I was living. Hey, my love. I started to love the lifestyle that I was living because he couldn't dictate nothing. I didn't have to answer to nobody. I did what I wanted to do, even though it was getting me in trouble a little bit. But I still was happy in my own little bubble. And I was starting to honestly, you know what I'm saying, hang out with other people. I didn't honestly codepend on him anymore because all it takes is a moment. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is for you to honestly start learning who you are and what you want. 21 at this age that she is, she she honestly needs a true wake up call. I don't know what it takes for her to honestly finally say enough is enough because she can make content with anybody. She can make content with anybody. She's the content creator, the star. So why she need him, I don't know. But by being on social media, I realize, and I hope these other people realize that you have to be alone. You have to be alone, and it's okay because honestly, either you want the clout or you want the fame. So you have to pick. I don't have a mod in here, my love. Oh, you talking about on Bigo? You talking about on Bigo? My mod ain't in the room right now. I only have like two mods. We gonna go to Bigo in two. I mean, once this reached 2 hours, I want to play music. Cheers to my motherfucking podcast. And I pray y'all strengthen the Lord, my loves. And I do pray for you. I do pray. I pray all the time. And I'm a praying warrior. And let me tell you something. See, this is the thing. I have been to church since I've been a child. I know some of y'all already know that. But I've been going to church since I've been, 2 or 3 years old. I honestly joined the church when I was 7 years old. And I'm a firm believer in Christ. I love Christ with all my heart in spite of what I do and say. You know what I'm saying? It's just a part of me. You know what I'm saying? It's a big part of me, actually. Because I didn't start doing stuff until I got old enough because they said I was a kid. So I honestly was rebellious, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to be grown like we all was at one point. You know what I'm saying? Because at 22, 23, 24, 25, they told me I wasn't grown. So, So I said, well, eventually I'm going to have to be grown eventually. I don't know if me and her talking. She didn't like Winter and Sierra and all of that extra, and I regret that because I took their side instead of her side. But I still love Freddie. That's my girl, still. But she was a little bit. She was she was intoxicated a little bit too much for me, and I think that she got in her feelings because of those women and me being on transitioning from here to Instagram. But I got much love for her. I am. Don't worry, I am. Y'all told me enough. It's a lot of y'all that told me. A lot of y'all have told me on the back end and on my live streams. I sure did. But I don't think she knows that I'm on here. I don't think she knows that I'm on here. I was going to tell y'all to pay me to take it. But I said, no. I said, no. Because you see how the greed is from the people and stuff like that. Thank y'all for the hearts. Mm. But it seems like nobody like my mods on or admins on Bigo. So I think that I'm not gonna have none because it seemed like when I don't have none, we all good. We good because when I have admin over there or a mod, the people tell me take it from Sierra, take it from Winter, and take it from this person and take it from that person. So I feel like it's best that I shouldn't have it. But I just don't like all the haters that come over there. They get on my nerves a little bit. I don't mind them sitting in my room and looking at me because that's what they're going to do anyway. I could get rid of them 1,000 times. They're going to come back. So I don't really mind about that. It's just that they irritate me and they want my attention. And they want me to get it mad for no reason when I'm not even mad. I'm very, very happy. I feel like the reason why I need a mod is because, sometimes, when I'm sipping, I really don't really care about the comments. I mean, I do, but it's like, I see them, but then I don't. It's like, I really don't. And it's like, when I'm on live, it's like I'm in my own world, because I want my message to come across. I need what I want to say that I've been holding in here to come out of here. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I be doing. And I just be enjoying myself, to be honest. I be just enjoying myself and I really don't pay attention. And I love to enjoy myself with y'all. That's why I go live. I always tell y'all I love to be on live. But people take the enjoyment out of it when they honestly keep patronizing me and harassing me and stalking and doing weird stuff like calling the church and calling my family and calling, you know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. I'm not going to hell for these people because I love my mom. I love my mom. And I say that and I'm going to keep on saying it. What we go through is what we have been through. We don't go through those things no more. I could tell my story, without, you know what I'm saying, judgment. You know what I'm saying? Just because most people would, neglect their parents. But God say you have to love your parents in spite of. And I'm not going to hell because I didn't talk to her this last time, or I didn't see her this last time, or I have so much animosity in my heart that I can't honestly forgive. If I can forgive the audience, I can for damn sure forgive my mom. Me and my mom don't have a hate type of relationship. I feel like sometimes she's just competitive with me. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's not cool to be competitive with me, which she always have been. I'm the golden child. So I see, because like when I talked to her yesterday, she says, I said, I was telling her about my live stream and I said, people was jealous because they got rid of me because Lucas was buying me stuff for Valentine's Day. And she outright says, oh, because I told her, I said, I got, two things of flowers, which I didn't get. If y'all seen, I got four things of flowers. So before I got done saying I got two things of flowers, she hurry up and say, oh, well, I got three things of flowers. But my thing is that I'm not trying to compete with her. I told her, that's good. I go by Miss, Ma'am, her, she, and that girl. And if you don't want to honestly say those pronouns, please respect me as Miss Lynn or Lynn. All right? I prefer that better. Okay, period. But that's the like type of competition you know what I'm saying? Do y'all hear what I'm saying? I'm not in competition with her. If she has, I want her to have the best life. You know what I'm saying? Let me get you up out of here, my love. You can go. Now that's childish. You don't have to be here to hate and be disrespectful for no reason. See, this is the thing. You couldn't even be welcome into my home because you're so disrespectful. And I'm not dealing with children that can't respect others, elders, or people, period. You know what I'm saying? If you honestly, just like I told Peaches the other night, no disrespect. But don't call me the bitch word because honestly, I'm not nobody's bitch. I'm not fucking you. I don't clean up behind you. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? All this extra. And a bitch can go two different ways. First, it'll start off playful. And then, you know what I'm saying? You have a disagreement and you start calling each other bitches and it start getting heated and you ready to whoop this bitch ass. See, I'm not that girl. So when you call me a bitch or whatever, you better honestly get ready for whatever the fuck I need to say to your silly stinking ass. Cause I'm not about to play games. I feel like if you calling me a bitch, that means it's time to go to war. I've been in the hood too long for a bitch to play with me. If you don't call it a bishop, pastor, reverend, deacon, your mom, your elder, your boss, whoever that's in authority, and that's a choice of habit. Oh, that's a habit. No, it's not. You that ain't no habit. You can't tell me. I'm grown at the end of the day. I'm not no child. You don't call me the B word when I have a name. My name is Lynn. My name is Lynn. If I can tell one person that, I'm going to tell everybody that. Don't come around me if you're going to disrespect me. You will have respect as I have respect for you. I'm not going around calling people bitches. Now, I see if you in the moment and you talking and that's a habit that you normally use, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you need to change your vocabulary if that's the case. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I'm getting older. I don't need to be called no B words. I ain't never had nobody really call me that. People think because they cool with me, talking to me and stuff like that. If I tell you that, we cool and you already know that I don't like to be called the B word, and then I get somebody new, and then they start coming around us and they start saying bitch and all this extra kind of stuff, you'll be looking at me stupid. Like, why the fuck you ain't checked this out? So it's best to tell people, at the beginning, don't call me that. I like you, you cool, but you know what I'm saying? You're gonna respect me. Cause ain't no way in hell you're gonna come in my household and call me all types of bitches and stuff like this. And especially in front of people that honestly know not to call me that. You got me messed up. See, be yourself all the time. I'm myself all the time, on and off the camera. Mm-hmm. You not see that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? You give respect to get respect. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit up here and call people out their names just because. See, people honestly is so used to being called out their names. That's not cool. That's not cool. A woman shouldn't even be labeled to be called the B word. They even got a definition of the B word. So that's not me. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all, I wipe my nose so much that the under part is starting to hurt and burn. I have to put some grease under it. I got some Vicks in there. I have to put some of that on there because it's starting to burn. I wipe it so much. Y'all come over my house. It's pleasant. We don't have to worry about all that extra. You know. No, I don't. I got some coconut lotion and stuff like that on my body. You know. So, but I'm ready to go back to work, y'all. I'm ready to see what's gonna happen. I have the 18th to go to this last. They canceled the last of the other one on the 9th or whatever training, but I'm going for the 18th on training. I'm super duper happy. I'm excited. I love to expect. I mean, to go into the unknown. I'm going into the unknown. I'm going to be seeing all these other people. The police. I already talked to the police for the ones that honestly hate on me. Thank you, my love. For the ones that honestly hate on me, I am, going to. I already reported it to the cops or whatever, just in case if they try to take my job this time. I'm not playing no games. I already have a protection order on Erica. You know what I'm saying? So she can't speak on me, talk to me, look my direction, can't come around me. I'm done with these people. I'm tired of them. I'm tired of them. They keep doing it. So we need to honestly put some order, law and order in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna keep on losing jobs and losing places and losing all of this extra. No, I don't want to go to the cops all the time. No, I'm not wanting to be a snitch and all this extra. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And then some authorities have to honestly oversee this mess. This foolishness by these young people. I'm done with that. I've been young once. I don't want to be young again. I'm still young in spirit. Don't get that twisted. But anyway, I'm not doing the 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 year old games. No more. I'm knocking at 40. I don't got time to keep on playing with these kids. I'm not finna do it. I'm not finna do it. Let them play with each other. I'm not doing it no more. You know, so I don't care if they call me a snitch, a wankster. I don't care what they call me. They didn't call me so many names. I don't give a fuck. But you will stop fucking with me. They do this over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised Clue. You see, Clue ain't talking about me no more. I see people going in Clue's live when they replay the video of Clue live. Look at him. He's a dust monkey. I'm gonna be the person that's going to wait around until his karma come, because you can't do stuff to people and you don't think stuff's gonna happen back to you. He's old enough to know better. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. I do what I want to do. And like I said in my other live stream last night, I mean the other week when I was on live, first of all, when I'm in the hood, because I'm always been a hood person, I say what I want to say, as long as I ain't harassing, stalking, and calling people's jobs, calling people's mothers and family and relatives, and doing the most, calling people's landlords, and all the stuff that they have been doing. Don't tell me to stop. I've been in the hood. We talk about whoever. I I ain't the only person that's been on the live stream that honestly have talked about people's dead relatives. I mean, when I mean, I'm sorry that you don't go live to understand what I'm talking about. I am talking about, people that has honestly, when you in an argument, you don't honestly say nothing nice about a person. I mean, ding dong. How old are you? Because when you honestly arguing, you honestly gonna say things to hurt other people. People hurt people. Oh, okay. Thank you. I just wanted to bring that up anyway. Thank you for honestly, yeah, bring it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to the ones that's haters in the room. Actually, to be honest, collectively. You said, Lee? I know, my love. I'm sorry. You see, I need glasses. My bad. I can't see that far. I'm trying to look. Excuse me. I don't want y'all to see my age over here. you know, my age getting them. But that's what we do. Okay, we get that age. Let me tell you something, my loves. And I can correct myself. I apologize. But my thing is, I'm glad you said it anyway, how I looked at it and interpreted it, because they needed to hear that anyway, right? They did. They really did. Because, my thing is that, and they do that to me. Oh, Lynn, you can't go low. You can't say this. You can't say that. Lucky, honestly, was saying, well, stop talking about people, kids, and stuff like that. But it's so many people in the hood that talked about people, kids. So many people that go live talk about people, kids. But they'll talk about the Queen Star Diva. You can't tell me how to fight. And all I'm doing is just on live. You know what I'm saying? And she can't honestly dictate who I am and what I say and all that. She have to remind herself, I am older than you. I'm older than you, sister child. I'm older than you by what, 12 years? I could have been changing your motherfucking diapers. Don't tell me how to talk and how to live. That's what's wrong with these young folks. They want to tell you how to motherfucking talk and how this and this and that. Don't get the social security fucking twisted. I don't know what you're trying to say to me. hmm I told y'all I'm done fighting. Now that I honestly, you clock it. Now that I honestly sat up there. I'm making chicken breast. Um, First of all, I am not about to, like, if you notice, let me clock something. Ever since I honestly did that to Erica, now everybody on the social media, excuse me, platforms want to call the cops now. I'm seeing all these people want to call the cops. Ain't none of them can be my friends. They want to tell every little thing on me. You could come over my house, you know, because honestly, you would get me locked up. You know what I'm saying? They did have did so much in the last to us in the last 8 months. It's not even funny. So y'all, in October 31st, Halloween day, we are moving the next day after, after Halloween. And let me tell y'all, it has came so fast. This year have came so fast, and I thank God because I love this place. I love being here, and I hate to move. I wanted to move in 2 years, but the social media is forcing me to move out of here very quickly. I feel safe, but I feel uncomfortable because I know so many people know where I live. And it's sad because the second day they found out where I was just by me showing the bathroom. So I don't want to be here anymore due to that fact. So don't ask us how we gonna move, but we are definitely will be moving. Um, don't ask me, where we moving because it might be out of town. It might be, what I'm saying, in you know one of these great communities around Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't going to Detroit. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Because the police don't care about you in Detroit. That's why so much, let me not, crime go on in Detroit. But I'm not moving nowhere that is, have so much crime, period. So, I want them people, they trolling. I want them to honestly, and I always say this, and I really don't want them, but I want them to really gag me without me showing something. I want them to honestly, because these people claim that they honestly know so much. You know what I'm saying? So maybe once I move and I do my door deal, they can't if they was so much of a blogger or a getting tea, then why they can't find Tommy to gossip? Oh, okay. And Tommy the gossip stays in Atlanta, but we know Atlanta is big, so I mean, they ain't found him yet. And they've been trying. Trust me, they've been trying. Even Wicked. I am going to, you know what I'm saying? We going to honestly, I'm gonna get black curtains to go all around my walls, and that's how I'm going to go live. That's how I'm going to go live. And you know what I'm saying? So we are definitely will be moving, and I am getting my number changed. Because I didn't authorize for these haters to call my phone. They be calling my phone, act like we cool and friends and shit like this. I don't know you. Don't call my phone. Most of the people is coming from where Erica live, Gary, Indiana. And I'm just trying to figure out why is so many people from, Indianapolis calling my phone so much. Why is they calling my phone? I don't know nobody out there. Or where Clue at, Tennessee or whatever the fuck. I don't know why Clue keep calling my phone. Like we cool. I don't like you. You got me kicked out of my hotel room because he was jealous of me. Still jealous because he want to be me. He wants to be me. I don't want to be him. Like I love being Lynn. He Maurice or whatever the fuck his name is. Be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like he got two televisions in there. He got a a couch in there, another couch in there, and he think he's doing something. He's sneaky, conniving. He's a snake. He's hateful. He's jealous. He's honorary. He's self-centered. He's selfish. He's inconsiderate. You know what I'm saying? And I just can't wait till the day his downfall so I can laugh at him on live because I'm going live about it. Oh yeah, I am. You put me out my hotel room. The cops came that same night and said, do this behind closed doors. You honestly, they told me that the people was honestly sending in videos of me dancing on the Mexican for me to get out that room. I will never forget it. It just happened last summer. So that ain't too long ago. He was on the phone calling with AG Erica and watching you 24/7, calling Lucas' job. I never forget it. That just happened in the month of December. Why he has something to do with what we have going on, I don't know. Lucas ain't never said nothing negative about that man ever. Lucas ain't never came on live and said, oh, he disliked Clue and whatever, whatever, whatever. Clue always disliked Lucas for no reason. We don't, hey, I don't care why he don't like him. You know what I'm saying? You can't like some. And logically, you can't honestly dislike somebody because of no reason. But my mama did say people gonna dislike you for no reason. So I get it. I don't know why he don't like Lucas. Like Lucas, I don't even know you. Lucas was in jail. Lucas came out of jail and he honestly came back and started. That's because he don't have no companion. He don't have no love. He wants somebody to love him and like him and all this extra. He's a trick with no money. He get a social security check but work 12 hours. He worked 12 hours. How does you have so much time to be on live all day, every day? And so intuitive with everything that's going on if you're working so much. Your time should be consumed in your job, not on social media. That's how you know you're a liar. You claim you love God so much, but you want to tear people down when Messy Dow honestly did you wrong twice, cried on my platform 2 or 3 times about how, you know what I'm saying, it's not right. Just like Erica. Erica did the same thing. She says, when I first met them, she says that people was calling CPS on her child. She says she couldn't understand why they called on her child so much and so many times. This is the person that did so much to me, but telling me about what they did to her. See, that's what I'm called, a hypocrite. And then she comes back into my life in 2026 in January. Well, December, January was getting close to that time. And she says, when I got fired from Chick-fil-A, she says, oh, I did what I did, but I left him alone. I wasn't talking about him. I ain't look at his videos. I ain't see him and all this extra blase split. And I wasn't doing him like that. And she was trying to figure out, because the stuff was still going on with me. She was wondering why people still doing this to me. But yet still, after I told you when we fell out about, this woman's child, why is she in our business talking about this woman's child when you just gave me $30? This woman, honestly, she's been banned and blocked for so long. Why is she even talking to me? And I'm referring to Gremlin. And, it don't got nothing to do with Erica at this point. She just inserted herself, started yelling at me, cussing me out, for no reason. So I started going back on her. And that's why we fell out this last time. And that was the last time I'm dealing with that. I don't got time for somebody to keep on trying to check me about what I say. You better check your child and not try to check me, because I'm not the one. I'm going to go back and forth with you. So if you honestly being that's what I'm saying, the hypocrite, when she claimed that she didn't know why those people was trying to take my job or did take my job from Chick-fil-A, you know what I'm saying, back in December, January. But then you called a church after we fell out. You called a church and you called my sister, you called my brother. We have the text messages. That's just weird. That's called being a hypocrite. And then on a panel with Clue and AG, when she was the one that told me she was about to give out AG's information, but Peaches beat her to it. She the one gave me the pictures of Lucky. She's the one that was finna give me the, address of Lucky to put it out here because I said on my live stream that I did not want to honestly be the spokesperson of telling everybody's business so everybody could be mad at me. You do it. If you want, if you feel a certain type of way, well, you go ahead and do it. Don't make me to make it seem like, oh, I'm the puppeteer to honestly get cussed out and yelled at because you wanted to see somebody yell and go back and forth with me. And I didn't like Candy. You know, I don't know why she's speaking on me. I don't never speak on this woman. I don't know this woman at all. And this woman speaking on me, and she's sitting up there on the panel, and she's talking ish and all this extra. Like, girl, you stay in a shelter. You was about to fight Erica. Now y'all buddy collabing, talking hee hee ha ha. And I don't talk about Drea. So I'm trying to figure out why Drea honestly talking about me. She says, oh, Lynn not talented. Oh, I just be playing in Lynn face and da 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 da. Then why do you always keep coming back around? I blocked you when the first time when me and Erica fell out. But you wanted to come back around. I don't fuck with you. You a hot ass mess. Girl, she thinks she's somebody, but you was the same person that was having relations with Clue. Bitch, that shows me a whole lot about you, sister. These men be honestly thinking because they got boobs and you know what I'm saying, they higher skin of you know, brown skin or whatever, thinking that they eating it and they this and that. This person lived the real hard knock life. This person lived a real hard knock life. This person lived the basic training type of lifestyle. I ain't never lived that life. We ain't comparable. I ain't had to live with a whole bunch of friends and people on the street and all that extra. We ain't the same. You know, I didn't have my mama honestly neglect me because honestly, you know, I'm who I am. So we ain't the same. Her mom still call her him. We ain't the same. You know, gotta hide your life because honestly, you don't want to be on social media like that because people will take you down. I don't like people that honestly talk behind, you know, somebody else, you know, instead of standing up and say who you really are. If you didn't like me all this time, why are you smiling in my face? I mean, hypocrites. That's why you gotta be careful who you be around. You know, if you didn't like me, you ain't never had to be around me. I ain't know you. You came around me. I never asked for you to come around me. So I ain't never speak ill about you. I never said nothing about you. I ain't even think about you. You know, that's just me. Like if I'm not speaking on a person, then why speak on me? You know, if we in being copacetic, this don't got nothing to do with you. But you know, Erica got to have people try to fight her battles too. Like her sister, auntie, whoever she has. She can't fight it by herself because she's a coward. She come on the app and she talks all this talk, make up lies about you. Like she known you for so long. Don't even know me that much, that long. We ain't even been talking that long. She like I've been on her motherfucking phone every day talking to her. Oh, we been, you know, we about to hang out or some shit. Me and her ain't like her and Clue. That's the difference. That's why she honestly was talking. If you notice, she talked so much because she knew Clue. She had to help Clue, and Clue was the person. And that's what I don't understand about Clue. Clue been through all of this extra, you know, and he want to tear somebody else down, and he get cash apps, you know, for honestly being manipulative and self-centered, selfish, conniving hypocrite on the social media. And I'd be so baffled by the fact that he honestly sit up there and get cash apps. That's the way that he does. He don't want to see nobody win. But that comes from a person that ain't never had nothing. So I get it. A person that ain't never had nothing is always going to be selfish because honestly, you know what I'm saying? The little bit that they got, they honestly try to hold on to it. But he coming on here asking for $75 yesterday, asking for $88 on Valentine's Day, and asking for rent money last month on the 1st because he honestly don't know how to prioritize his motherfucking money at 39 years old. I said 39 years old. But got the nerves to talk about the Queen Star Diva and want to come on here and emulate my motherfucking moves of how I honestly do my motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, commentary. You ain't me. You're not me, honey. My video went to the 11K, bitch. Yours honestly only mine went to 11K in 3 days. You know, he only got, if you go to his profile, he only got 200, 275, 550. Nobody watching him. All of my shit doing well, and he looking like the motherfucking the gremlin that honestly stole Christmas. Okay. You can't compare yourself to me. Ever. Never, ever. I block every bitch that honestly said I dance like him. Like him. No, he want to be me. He want to be me. I've been in dance class ever since I've been a young child. I just dance the way that I dance because I love to dance. I don't have to have no routine. It's easier to make a routine with a person, but it's easier to just be happy and expressive. That's the whole point of dance. You expressing yourself. The fuck? It's like a child dancing just to dance. It ain't no routine. It ain't something that I'm honestly, you know what I'm saying, practicing for. I'm just dancing. The fuck? You know? And he just honestly sitting up here just trying to be comical and entertaining. That's the difference. In my video, I only showed my ass only for about 2 to 2.3 seconds. And I had on my, clothes. That was just the TikTok fucking video. TikTok videos is only about 4 or 5 minutes at the most. No, not even that. It's about 3 to 5 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes at the most. Without me thinking. So, he couldn't even do nothing with me. You go to my profile, you'll see thousands of people watch my videos. That's how authentic I am compared to him. Don't never compare me to a person that is never going to be nothing in life. Nothing. He never going to be nothing. And then I'm not hating on him. He hated on me first. He's jealous of me first. I'm not jealous of him. I can care less. He can do whatever he want to do. I wouldn't even think about him no more. But I want him to stop playing with me and my household. Me and my husband. Me and my situation. I want him to honestly, learn how to honestly be productive in life since he never learned it. He's going to die alone. A horrible death. You think those people are going to be there for him at the end? He ain't even going to have burial money. You don't have to be here. That was your last time, bitch. I don't give a fuck. You don't tell me what I'm talking about, bitch. That's what's wrong with y'all. I don't give a fuck, bitch. You here to hear what I'm talking about. Bitch, I wouldn't talk about it if I didn't honestly. How he don't care and we see in the videos. How he don't care if we honestly have proof that he honestly doing the things that he's done. Why would you think that I'm going to make up stuff about this man like I care about him? Who is he? Nobody don't even know him. He ain't got no. He haven't went viral at all. I asked the audience everywhere I go to send me a video or something that he went viral on. TV show. I want to see him honestly be in the newspaper. I want to see him honestly have, thousands upon thousands of viewers. I want to see him be like me and and talk about a bump in his ass and it goes to 1,000,005 motherfucking people. I want to see him do viral things. Oh, okay, shut up. Because apparently the motherfucker ain't went viral at all. Viral. Do any of his videos? He said that he been on live stream for 15 years. Where the viral moments at? Cause I could pull up mine. My pages got took so many times. I could prove how many times I've been on social media. I got pictures, videos, all that. Since I've been motherfucking 22 years old, I can pull it up. Where is he is at? So don't never think that he honestly ever thought to be better than the Queen Star Diva. I didn't move so much. I didn't done so much on social media. And never until this recently ever had the cops and all this extra kind of stuff. Like, what the fuck we talking about? I don't see none of his old work. I don't see none of that. Nobody don't repost none of his old shit. I don't see no pictures. I didn't did modeling. I didn't did all that. I get videos, pictures. I'm on all platforms all the time. Nigga, I work 2 jobs and still go live. I went to school and still went live. I'm talking about in my adult years. 30s. Where is his at? At least I'm trying to establish and accomplish something. I want to have something at the end of the day. Hey, my love. I want to have something at the end of the day. He ain't establishing and accomplishing nothing. And I can't stand for bitches that want to come over here in somebody else's life. If you support these motherfuckers, go support them. Why be over here in my room? Fuck. Nobody asks for your support, bitches. Billions of people out here. Fuck is you talking about? They do this to everybody. Somebody talk about somebody else. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Bitch, you don't have to be here to listen to me. Bitch. Bitch, there's so many other entertainers and bloggers and people that's on live right now, bitch, you could go watch. But you yet over here with me, watching me, worried about what I gotta say. Bitch, nobody ain't playing with you. Nobody don't just pick people. I don't pick on people. I ain't about to pick a problem with somebody for no reason. Bitch, it's a reason that I'm honestly talking. I'm not about to sit up here and talk about people for no reason. For what? They stupid. Oh, Leon over here talking about Clue. I don't care. Clue needs somebody to talk about. That's the only how he be trying to stay relevant. Ain't nobody, he can't stay relevant with talking about his own life. That interview he did the other day with that other ugly motherfucker, that shit was whack as fuck. That was the wackest interview I ever seen in my life. Since I've been on social media. He don't want to answer certain questions. He honestly looking like he stank, like a shit emoji. Like, the fuck? Like, the shit wasn't even nothing to, it wasn't no need to even do an interview if you didn't want to answer no questions. Well, like, his head had milk dug. He want to honestly get clippers to shave his motherfucking head. Like, brother, please. Just a weirdo. Got black lips, yellow teeth, just ugly. Just ugly. He's ugly inside and outside. Ugly. Nobody don't want to be around him in real life. Nobody don't walk up to him and say, "Oh my God, Clue." Nobody don't want him to honestly sign no autographs or he going booking into nothing. He ain't doing none of that. He don't got a car. He don't got nothing to show for what he does. I done came from Florida back to Michigan, from East Lansing back to Michigan. Fuck is he talking about? Had everything I ever wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't honestly play you with me. You know what I'm saying? At least I got somebody that loved me unconditionally. He don't got that. He's jealous of me. He's jealous of my thin frame. He's jealous of my name. He's jealous of my white teeth. He's jealous of my smooth skin body. He's jealous because I honestly, you know what I'm saying? I have a great spirit. He wasn't talking about God until I started going to church all the time. He talks slow. He retarded. Nobody ain't even gonna mention him. How much you want? Let me not. Like, they don't even mention Kat or whatever that used to go live all the time. Kat honestly had mental problems. She went live all the time. They wanted to be around her. She got all the views, etc. She had all of this. They was giving her cash apps. And look at her. She's gone and perished. Nobody talking about that lady no more. Nobody's not on the internet bringing her pictures back to life and videos back to life. Nobody not thinking about that lady. That lady ain't give an impact on social media. That lady ain't honestly sit up there and, was this and that. That's how you know when you on social media, you ain't, popping like that. I give an impact. My statements affect and motherfucking, marinate throughout the whole motherfucking social media. Nobody don't worry about this woman that honestly, passed away on social media and gave her all on social media. Knowing she was slow and all this retarded and all this extra. That's what Clue is. Nobody ain't gonna think about no Clue after he's gone. He don't give a fuck because he don't care about nobody else but himself. Check my chicken breast out. Yeah. It's gonna make it foggy. Shut this window. It's cold out there. They say it's gonna snow soon. Say it's gonna snow soon. Girl. Oh. I'm done talking about Clue. I just dislike him. To be honest, I dislike him. Clue always wanted to come around me. Clue wanted to always be my friend. Clue wanted to do content with me and stuff like that. Clue always wanted to, and all that extra. And I'm like, you ain't even my cup of tea in real life. And I don't even hang out with gay people, to be honest. So I knew that it would never be, Thank y'all for the thumbs up, my loves. I want to talk about Jigga. Still ugly ass duck. Jigga honestly, come on here and he honestly feel like he is that and this and this and that. And nobody's really hating on him. I feel like I just don't like his personality. He's not somebody that I would like to be around. He come on here and he honestly super involved in these other people's lives, stuff like that, instead of honestly worried about his life and what he needs to be focused on. These is people that's over 35 years old. These people that honestly ain't made nothing of themselves yet, but they still come on live. Where my phone at? Jigga wants to be somebody. Claim he don't watch these people, but he yet still involved with these people because he don't have he don't have nothing else going on. So he needs to honestly feel like he is doing something. And he wants to be around people that he claimed he don't want to be around, but he's around these people, and I don't understand it. I just don't get it. People texting me, my bad, y'all. So for Jigga, he has to honestly he's in a nursery home, and I always want to say this. He honestly, was finna go to jail, but now he's in a nursery home because his mom and the lawyer, told the judge that he honestly is mentally unstable and crazy and mental ill and all this extra. He wants to get out that hospital so bad to go back to the lifestyle that he was living before. And his mom don't want him to honestly live that type of way. So she's going to keep him in there. We don't know how long he's going to stay in there, but he's going to be in there because he honestly he's not capable of honestly living a normal life because he has mental problems and mental health and all that extra. He honestly insert himself into these people's lives because he don't have no life of his own. He's 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 in that place and he honestly don't have nothing else to do. So he's honestly is bored and he don't have nothing else to talk about or do. So these people that he honestly was not going to go to Atlanta to see, he's still talking about it to make himself feel like he can be able to get himself up there. Jigga honestly sit up there. Only reason why people start looking at him is because he was with Kale and he was crashing out off all these different medications and drugs and stuff like that. Now that he's not with Kale, and all that extra, and he's got himself sober, he don't like the word faggot, gay, or anything like that, which we all know he is anyway. And he was saying how he wanted bussy and all this extra when he got out and all this extra. But he don't want to classify himself as being that type of way. And I feel like, if he didn't want the mess, because I remember, and I'm going to say this, and I'm keep on saying it, because it was a time he was in the hospital, not this hospital that he's in currently. It was a regular hospital that he was screaming and yelling, saying that he don't want these people to come after him because they kept calling the hospital. He was saying that these people was dangerous, crazy, and they was coming to get him and all this extra kind of stuff. Maybe he was going through a withdrawal. You know what I'm saying? He was delusional and acting, irrational and crazy and weird. When you're doing all them drugs, you think people is coming after you. So he honestly feels like, because I feel like sometimes he feel like, I feel like he forgets where he came from because he have done so much. Because this brother go live all day, every day, and most of the time, he turned down the camera, or he turns off the sound, or he honestly, what I'm saying, just go live and just look stupid in the camera. He have all of these people, like, these people don't even, what I'm saying, fuck with him for real. These people honestly only want the BS and drama that he honestly produced. See, he being so much gossip and so much drama, he don't want to identify himself as the problem. You didn't want that drama. You didn't want that type of lifestyle. You want to be a content creator. He wants to be a person that honestly is, being positive and uplifting and encouraging. Then why do you keep on being around Zaisha, brother? Why do you keep on being around Za? Why do you keep on being around all of these people that honestly, you know what I'm saying, that is not somebody? And like I said, y'all, they got rid of all the content creators that's on Instagram so they can be able to go live. All of these people from Atlanta. And I'm going to say that and I'm going to keep on saying it. They got rid of all of the broadcasters so they can be able to go live and they can make it seem like they doing something, which they ain't doing nothing. They don't got no motion. They're not entertainers. They're not influencers. They're not nobody. They got Tommy the Gossip because Tommy the Gossip feel like he's somebody. You know what I'm saying? And Tommy the Gossip ain't nobody after he stopped talking about, you know what I'm saying, Shamar. That's why he don't get the money that he used to get. So they needed to get together. And mind you, all of those people, and I'm going to say it again, all those people come from Atlanta. I'm not going to be a person that's going to be on live stream full of a lot of people from Detroit because I'm in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? I can drink alone. I can smoke alone. I can be alone. I don't need those people to boost up, any type of views because I'm around these people. You're not talented. You're not no entertainers. You're not stars. You're not no influencers. Y'all just go live. Anybody can go live. You know what I'm saying? But does it mean that you here to honestly entertain the people because you just going live? Y'all smoking every day but don't have no pot or window to throw it out of. Y'all look silly with these stupid ass glasses on. You look dumb as fuck because y'all barely wash your asses and don't take care of your hygiene. You look stupid because all y'all doing is just in cars all day riding around. And there's only 3 or 4 people reposting these type of people. But nobody else know them. It's a big world out here. I just realized who they are because they getting posted, reposted every day. And that's the reason why. Most of these people, we don't even, where is they going? What is they want? Who is they trying to impress? They do it for views. The storyline is going to give out eventually. They telling each other business and secrets. That's what makes it juicy. But after that's over with, then what they got? What they got once it's over with. Because eventually it all comes to an end. People staying in motel rooms, staying in cars, and staying in, abandoned houses. That ain't getting you no views, only but the little bit that you getting. You only getting a little bit of views, my loves. You only can sustain that clout only for a moment. You can't even sustain that clout that long. Going to these little stores to go get white shirts to make it seem like, how can a bum honestly go get clean clothes? Barely got clothes. I don't know. Y'all, we're gonna go to Bigo. I had to remind these people, that I have been. Hold on. Somebody just tried to call me. But you should see me on Bigo. You should see me on Bigo. I don't got time to argue with people, so they will get blocked tonight. Um, Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on just a second. Somebody calling me. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to find somebody that's calling me. They calling me like crazy. I'm trying to figure out who the hell is the. So we're gonna go to my other page to call the person or whatever and stuff like that. It get red. So I have Lucas do it. And they better not get on my nerves when I go over here. So what I do is honestly do, 2 hours of, it's not really 2 hours, but I do 2 hours of YouTube, so I'm gonna start doing YouTube 2 hours, excuse me, a day, like I used to do. Try to get back into YouTube without, honestly, all the stigmas and stipulations that they try to give me. Yeah, something, because, and look, I got tissue all over the motherfucking thing, all in the bed, but, yeah, I'm gonna get rid of them. Yeah, I just can't wait till this cold go away. Can't wait till it get hot. I love the heat. You know, that's why I love to stay in Florida. When I was in Florida, I didn't even get sick. I didn't even get sick. You know, but it's better now than it was a couple of days ago. I couldn't go live because it just kept.
Who's the other person that comes up? I don't know if it's him or not. They just sent him a message saying, hey.
I don't even know this person. This is the person that's trying to call me. Y'all know him? Yeah, he called me like 3 times. Like,
out here fucking raw and having all these kids and killing them.
yeah, so he's tried to call me like 3 times. Anyway, I don't be looking for guys on the internet. They crazy. People crazy. You know, you got to be very careful of who you talk to on the internet. For sure, for sure. People is crazy, and they, uh-uh. And just because somebody give you a compliment, that don't mean a fuck ass thing. You hear me? I get compliments all the time. Uh-huh. I get compliments all the time. This man trying to call me like crazy. And I'm not on white. I'm not on YT anymore. They won't even let me get on my YT. He said, "Who the fuck is this? You keep calling me." Thank y'all for the thumbs up, my loves. So, I would never want to have my family members come on here, you know what I'm saying, talking about me. They would never come on here and talk about me. See, that's the difference from people that honestly have their family members come on here because they get a little clout and little cash apps and they coming on the app and they talking about you. That's not good. That's not good. To have people come on the app and talk about you. You know, your own family members. And there's a lot of family members that don't like each other. I would never want my family members to come on here and talk about me. My family members wouldn't do that to me. I talk my ish, but they would never come on here and talk about me. That's a shame. And that guy name is Marvell. That guy name is Marvell. Just to let y'all know. And let me tell y'all something. When I talk to a person, y'all will know who I talk to. I'm not a secret. We're going on our second drink. I ain't even drink it like that. And the ice has melted it. The ice has definitely melted it. I'm gonna take Peach's admin tonight when we go over there, so y'all don't have to worry about it. Um, but yeah, I come on to honestly speak, up, and I honestly come on here to honestly give some encouragement and support, and honestly get y'all through y'all night and day and stuff like that. We're gonna get on Jigga another time. I wanted to really read him tonight, but I'm a wait. But all I can say is that um, the people don't like him, and I don't either. I don't like him, and these cash apps for as what do you call it? Income taxes is over with. That's over with, my loves. That's over with. Yeah, I'm gonna remove her from admin tonight. Um, so I got two Facebooks. Two Bigo accounts or whatever. So this is one of them. Once that come up, let me see. So here we are. Once again, I'm gonna have to post it. I'm gonna post it. Pin it. Let's see, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. You'll have to post it and then I can pin it. I see most of y'all have came over. I'm telling y'all, my food smells so good. I can smell it. I clear my nose so much, I can smell it. There you go. And there go my admin. So, I normally have 4 admins over here. So we're going to work on our admins over here. And, once I get monetized, thank you, my love. Once I get monetized, I'm going to start anteing up the podcast over here. So we can start getting super gifts, super chats, and all that extra. And we get some money rolling in and all of that extra. I don't know the other page that I'm gonna be on, okay? So I don't know that one just yet. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to make with that tonight. Because I got that gravy from yesterday, so I'm gonna put the gravy back on it, so I won't have to waste it. Sometimes when I honestly make gravy and I'll use it all the way, I throw it away. Because I have had gravy and I put it back in the refrigerator and the gravy started getting molded. So it's like I don't want to do that no more. I should do a panel. And then I might do a what's in there. You are, it's a lot of people that send me messages, honestly. I don't know. What is the name? Shit. Because I get messages all the time from you all. And it's a lot of y'all. It is definitely a lot of people. But I love you. You know. You see why I'm sitting here. I'm getting messages while I'm sitting here. And I love to have a great conversation with y'all. I really do. I have some good on the back end. I ain't getting no cash app. You must have sent it to the wrong person. I ain't getting no cash app. What's your name? Tell me your name. We transitioning, my loves. And tomorrow I'm making tacos. I'm making tacos. And y'all know one thing about me. And we're going to have some contribute questions. Like, I love breakfast. I'm going to make some breakfast. Stuff like that. You know. So remind you that when I have contribute questions, one of my favorite foods is breakfast in the mornings. Keep that in mind. We are definitely on Bigo right now. So
Pew pew.
let me go use. All right. Okay, my love. All right, we going to Bigo. Thank y'all for being here. Praise God for y'all. And I pray y'all strengthen the Lord. I love each and every last one of y'all. And I'll see y'all soon. Mwah.